What's going on? We got some thunder rolling in. I don't know if you could just hear
Yeah,
that through our audio, but
perfect timing.
yeah, storms rolling in. What a way to kick off the stream, I
Yeah,
guess.
for sure.
Yeah, let's jump right in to see what's going on outside right now. Zach, you want to take us through Mega Doppler? Give us a little bit of a radar tour.
Yeah, so if you missed the 10 p.m. newscast, we took a deep dive into all the happenings. Now, right now, we have a cold front moving through. That's why we had that line of storms passing through. Now, right now, Washington County seeing some widespread showers, and so now Bang County looking dry, and I think they're done.
Well, now, no,
Yeah.
weren't dry earlier, but now
Earlier,
not raining.
yeah, Carroll County seeing a little bit of storm action. Now, I do think as this line progresses southward, I do think there will be some intensification because there's a little bit more instability in the river valley, and the dynamics for severe weather looks to be a bit higher.
Yeah, you
But
can see that with the lightning.
yeah,
Go
you
to
can
the
see that with
last
the
frame.
lightning. Yeah, let's hop over to how heat and cooling mega Doppler. So first, let's look at northwest Arkansas. So again, Benton County is looking pretty much dry right now. Maybe some few showers in far eastern Benton County. Carroll County seeing that line of storms passing through. Madison County, Washington County. That's where the brunt of the action is right now. And this line will continue traveling south. But I did mention how the ingredients for storms are a little bit higher further south. So as we go further south, we can see southwest of Fort Smith, so south of Tulsa, there's a lot of lightning. And again, I do think that the main severe storm threat is south of us. And even for the whole state, the severe storm threat isn't all that high. But there is that small chance for an isolated severe storm. So that's why we popped up doing this live, because you might be wondering, this rain's pretty heavy. Will there be any storms with it? Now, and you probably heard a little bit of that thunder. Probably saw some lightning. But if you're in Benton County, all that is moving out of the area. And maybe a little bit of gusty wind action with these storms, as I know there was a reading of 33 miles per hour.
59 miles per hour in
McAllister.
McAllister. The new one. Keep going.
59?
Yeah, 59 miles per hour. That was at 10:57. So about 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, 59 mile per hour. Yeah.
But that instability threat is going to stay there. I just looked at the meso analysis, and that's where a lot of the instability is. South of I-40, just out ahead of the organized convection. And that'll be pushing into LaFleur and then eventually Sebastian County and Scott County and so on further east.
Yeah, so I think we could see some. I think the counties that have to watch out the most, LaFleur County, Scott County,
Sebastian County.
Yeah, Fort Smith area. But again, the severe storm threat isn't crazy high, so I'm not too concerned. But I see a question, Alex. How's Carroll County looking? Seeing some storms going through right now. Not a whole lot of lightning, but there is a little bit. And I think these storms will be out of here within the next hour. All the rain should be over.
What about hail?
Yeah.
At the southern part of that line, not for Carroll County.
Yeah.
But the southern part of that line, there was some hail earlier that was near severe criteria just west of McAllister. You can see it kind of ticking up.
Yeah, so let's turn off the lightning so we can get a good view of
Yeah.
this. A little bit of hail.
A little bit of hail.
Yeah, so as of right now, no part of the forecast area is seeing hail. But if you zoom in just west of LaFleur County, that's some hail. And the yellow color approaching 1 inch. Now, that is the severe marker that we look at, the 1 inch marker. So I wouldn't be shocked, Peyton, if there was a severe storm warning in LaFleur County. But again, the overall severe storm threat is looking pretty low. There sure is some lightning with these.
Which is so funny because the Storm Prediction Center yesterday had us in a marginal, or for Sunday night into Monday had us in a marginal. There was just garden variety showers.
Yeah.
And then today, non-severe thunderstorms possible, and we're at least seeing some thunder.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, and speaking of that, maybe we should pop up the SPC Outlook and show you what it says. There it is. Take weather. Yep. So, yeah. So 1 out of 5. And if you zoom in on that, it's really not for us, at least in Northwest Arkansas. River Valley, different story. There's a severe storm warning. not for us, but it's approaching us. So it's a good thing we did this live because there is some.
And that will be, again, about to be moving into LaFleur County.
Yeah, so here's what we're looking at right now.
And this is for wind. So the latest warning, 3/4 of an inch size hail, so 0.75 inches, and 70 mile per hour or 60 mile per hour winds, excuse me.
Yeah. There's a line. How's the bulk shear line doing?
Probably say it's almost. Let's say good. It's perpendicular, just about to the storm motion.
No.
Or to the line. Yeah. So I mean, and there's a good amount of mixed layer cape that'll move into. But again, not a ton. And even there was a ton the night before.
Yeah.
Last. So Sunday night into Monday again.
People might be wondering about the tornado threat with this. Now again, that is pretty low. The SPC outlook has it mainly to our southeast. But we're definitely watching this line as it comes through. But I'm really not too concerned about it as far as tornadoes.
No. Tornado threat, that's further towards the central part, natural state. And we're mainly looking at hail and possibly wind too. I'll show you the wind. So mainly hail and wind. And there you see that one wind report we were talking about earlier, 59 miles per hour in McAllister.
Yeah, so this severe storm has 60 mile per hour winds and penny-sized hail. So definitely mainly wind as this line comes through. And these storms moving east 45 miles per hour. So maybe just storm track on this and just see the timing. So if you live in the River Valley, just see the timing of when these storms are going to be coming through. So again, 45 miles per hour for this line.
Yeah.
Maybe do a squall line tracker and just time that up.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
Broad brush idea of what's going on. A lot of questions about. See your comment right here, Edward. What is going on after Christmas on December 26th, 28th? That's a good question. Because the forecast pattern seems to be looking a bit more active. But here's a storm track.
For the next 3 hours.
Yeah. So you can go through that, Peyton.
All right. So Spiro, Oklahoma at 11:41. Poto just a bit after midnight. Then West Hartford, not in Connecticut. Zach, no Connecticut guy. 12:24. Waldron 107. Russellville at 1:43. So let me do another one that's a little bit smaller. That way we can get some more of the River Valley places. And we'll just move that.
Maybe just do a storm cone for that severe weather part.
Yeah, storm cone for the severe weather part. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. That is a lot of lightning.
Mm-hmm. So there's the next hour and a half. McCurtain 11:42, Kyoto 11:50, Poto again just after midnight. Fort Smith 12:30, Greenwood 12:36. Noah, Fayetteville should not be worried. It's pretty much almost through Fayetteville, almost entirely. So I can zoom in here. Or we'll just go to Mega Doppler, and there you can see it. It's just about through Fayetteville.
Yeah. Springdale about to be pretty much all dry.
So if you wanted to know if you needed to be worried or not, it's too late for that. So now everything's fine. Should have a nice quiet night.
Yeah, turn the lightning back on. Yeah, Fayetteville, a few areas of lightning still, but mainly just east of Fayetteville at this point. So definitely this line is moving through, and Again, Benton County is in the clear right now. For the south, Fort Smith area hasn't seen much rain yet. Maybe a few showers earlier, but they're about to see some storms come through. But the area that we're focusing on is that severe storm. And again, it's just a base severe storm warning, but still with this line, there's a whole lot of lightning and there is a lot of heavy rain. So that flooding threat, if we see some areas with these heavier downpours, that can definitely be a factor for us.
Berryville has had a good amount of rain. We've had almost 4 inches. 3.8. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, the line's moving east, Brendan. Can animate that. That's always a good idea to animate the radar. To see it moving at a pretty good pace, 45 miles per hour.
Yep.
But look at how that lightning just blew up. Went from not much to just a ton. And we thought that would happen.
Yeah. Thought it would intensify over time.
Maybe let's do a future track and show, because people are probably wondering about tomorrow morning as we head out the door. Will there still be some lingering showers? What's the deal going to be?
Well,
behind the cold front.
Get this. Cold front is a little off here.
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm just gonna turn it off for now.
Turn it off.
Just for now. It'll take a while to update every point. All right. So what is going on with the future track? So this is not bad for about right now. It's not great. It's actually a little bit more organized. The system is overproducing stronger convection than what the model's saying. Let's go throughout the night. Now it's becoming a little bit more organized. So take everything with a grain of salt, maybe shift everything by an hour or two back. So I honestly think this might be out of here by 3 a.m., 4 a.m. as well, pushing down towards Little Rock and everything. And just disregard the warm front. That's from the old model run. But there you see behind it those you can definitely see that cool air coming in behind it. Man, look at those dark blue arrows or dark blue streamlines.
Yeah,
some cold air coming in.
Some strong wind from the northern plains coming down.
Let this play out. It's about to get cool.
Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a much cooler day. Because the past few days, it's been actually pretty, almost spring-like. We've had highs. Yesterday, Fayetteville was 67 degrees. Today, it was 59?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit cooler, but tomorrow with that breeze, it will feel on the chillier side for sure.
Let's see what the wind chill versus temperature is going to be.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I kind of want to see what the 3-kilometer graph shows.
Oh, yeah. Temp versus heat index. You know the wind chill one?
I
think the bar graph.
Oh.
Or if you have the graph, I'll take that.
I don't know.
Oh, wait. There we go.
There it is. Yeah, I should that.
Boom. So as we go into tomorrow, it's not going to be too bad just yet. It's only going to be 40 degrees because the cold air, that's aloft. So that takes a while to come down to the ground. I don't have that north wind, but by tomorrow, wind chill out the door, 33 in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
So upper 30s to lower 40s. But by the afternoon, it's still only going to feel like the 40s. And look at the feels like temperature in Bentonville, Rogers, and Eureka Springs, 40 degrees.
Yeah, man. We put 50 for Fayetteville because Drake Field sometimes can, it's usually warmer than what the surrounding areas of Fayetteville are.
Yeah.
So 50 degrees, 4 p.m., maybe at Drake Field, but at where you are around town, it might be probably 4 degrees colder. And So the wind chill will be colder too. So I think tomorrow is going to feel like the lower 40s.
Watch what happens as we go throughout the evening. 8 o'clock, 37 degrees. So it's going to cool down pretty fast. I mean, we're talking 45, 50 degrees at, 4 or 5 o'clock. And then just 3 hours later in the upper 30s.
Yeah.
So it's going to cool down quite fast. That cold air is going to come in. And by Thursday morning, man, back below freezing. It's going to get down to 27, feeling like the middle to upper 20s in northwest Arkansas. Right at freezing in the River Valley. Might be a couple degrees warmer here and there. But cold air is coming. Big time cool down. Yeah. It's going to dry out the air for sure.
It's about time. It is December, so we are due for the colder air.
Yeah, but we're just more seasonable.
Yeah, but don't get used to it because that will not last.
No, we have a warming trend.
I've been seeing some comments about Thanksgiving week.
Hey, yeah, close enough. Next year.
Yeah, Christmas week, which is next week. People asking about what the weather is going to be like for that week. It's looking a bit more active, but warmer. So if you're thinking active, maybe a white Christmas, sadly, I don't think 0% chance of having a white for Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
But storms, rain, that's a different story.
Yeah, might have a little bit of that. Just before Christmas, for sure. And maybe after Christmas. I know it's a long ways out, but there's a big system on the models right now. Mm-hmm. That'll likely change, though. So I think that's what Edward's talking about. Post-Christmas, a big old system. There is a big system on the models, but that'll probably get pulled out or at least changed a whole lot. So we'll have to see what that actually translates to in the coming days.
Yep. But as of right now, it is warm.
Yeah.
People might be wondering, why has it been so warm? Well, we've been having some return flow. We actually had a warm front move through.
Yeah.
So we had that south wind. The dew points actually briefly got into the mid to upper 50s.
Oh yeah, dude, they got in the 60s Sunday night.
Yeah, so
low 60s.
So it's been almost like a spring-like setup.
And I want to say this is probably because we're trying to transition into a La Nina, or we're pretty neutral right now. So everything seems kind of all over the place.
Yeah, jet stream has been very active, and that's what's going to continue for the week of Christmas. So
Brennan wants to see the radar for Madison County.
Another severe storm warning.
Oh yeah, so they continued it.
Well, no, it's further south on that same line.
Ah. Oh yeah, you're right.
So Tallahena area, storms are moving towards you.
Yep. Any hail with that? I think there is hail with that very southern part, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of hail. Seawall fishing. The line that came through Bentonville earlier, only one. It is the only one. That's all you have to worry about. You can hit the hay. A new mesoscale discussion.
Okay. We can pop that up. Well, let's look at a few cameras, see if we can see any lightning shows.
It's for south of I-40. So it's the area we're talking about with the severe weather. That's where the mesoscale discussion is. Watch chance unlikely. So that's good.
Yeah.
But there are a couple severe thunderstorms. So.
Oh.
Yeah, let's turn that Waldron cam. See what happens. Towards the northwest or just west.
Yeah, towards the west.
Yeah. I wish we could do a Weather 3 stream with Mega Doppler.
Yeah.
Well, we could if we pull up the other max and had weather 3 shooting from there.
Yeah.
That'd be the only way. All right. Back to Mega Doppler.
Yep. So a lot of lightning. Now, LaFleur County, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a severe storm warning issued.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lightning, a little bit of hail, some winds, some heavy rain. There's your update there, mesoscale discussion. So that kind of looks deceiving. It kind of looks like one giant severe storm warning.
Special weather statement,
but
for LaFleur County.
That's an SPC mesoscale discussion.
Yeah.
So did you have that up earlier?
I did not have that up earlier.
Do you want to
put it up on my phone?
Should we read that?
Yeah. So it just says risk for marginally severe hail and local damaging surface gusts may continue 1 to 3 a.m.
Yeah. So that's that thick yellow polygon, which does include LaFleur County and Scott County. And
yeah,
the area with the highest instability.
Mm-hmm. I need to watch that something reflectivity core. That line splitting.
Yeah.
In the top severe thunderstorm. See what I'm talking about?
This?
Yeah. Yeah, if you click on the middle, which one is it? I think it's the one on top.
Yeah.
Very weak rotation, but there's a little bit of rotation.
Yeah.
Not gonna discount it, but also not gonna say, oh, tornado imminent, you know.
Yeah.
But it's the most sus part of that line, I guess. Mm-hmm. So
yep.
let us not have any questions. I know Brendan was asking about Marble. They're saying rain and thunder in Marble. He's asking about Madison County. What's going on in Madison County?
It's pretty heavy rain, a little bit of lightning, not anything crazy.
Yeah. Marble's in northeast Madison County. No hail. That's good.
Oh, I thought you said like marble size hail.
Oh,
I was like,
it's pretty big.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, no hail up in Madison County. Just some heavy downpours, a little bit of lightning. So just your typical non-severe storms up in Madison County, and that will be out of the area pretty shortly. Probably within the next hour, Madison County should be completely dry. But Fort Smith,
intense.
It's different.
Is it still moving at 45 miles an hour?
Let's see.
Probably. I don't see why not.
45. Yeah. Yeah, torrential rain in Marble. Brendan. Yeah, so flooding. That there is a small risk of that. Now this line of storms is moving pretty quickly. Not really any training. So what we mean by training is, storms going over the same area. So like a train on the train tracks going over storm after storm. That's what gives us good flood potential. So we're not going to discount that.
But because of the storm motion and the line orientation, not going to be a ton of training.
Yeah, exactly. So here's that latest track.
White Puck, Benton County, good for the night, you're assuming? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kiss the chickens goodnight. Yeah. So Worcester, just a little bit after midnight. Poto still right around, 5-10 minutes after midnight. Argola at 12:33. Greenwood 12:39.
State championship trophy gonna get wet.
Oh, they win?
Yeah.
Nice. So that's kind of the track. At least with this part of the line. And this is the part of the line we gotta watch. Let's see how many lightning strikes there were. Here, we'll go to that for now, but
yeah. So Payne can add up all those lightning strikes while Well, we just talked about the radar. If anybody has any questions, comments, feel free to chime in. If anybody is on this stream hearing rain, hearing thunder, feel free to comment. Just say yeah, you're watching. Because storms coming through, but we're really not too concerned about severe weather. We are tracking 2 severe storms just west of LaFleur County. So if you live in the Poteau, the Heavener area, you will be seeing Tallahena. You will be seeing some of these storms pass through. Now, will these storms be severe as they continue heading into LaFleur County? As of right now, I'm not seeing any sign of any weakening. So I do think they will stay severe as they head into LaFleur County.
Woo. So Zach, this is in the last 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes, almost 500 cloud to ground strikes. 2 of them have been 200 and 225 have been positive strikes where you will positively die. Max amperage, 63 kiloamps. It only takes, I think, like 0.1 kiloamp to kill you.
Strong.
So some pretty big booms out there.
Yeah.
Pretty big flashes. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Some of the lightning research we can do.
Yeah, it's a live count. It will update as it's just staying there.
Ton of lightning.
But yeah, maybe we can see chicken and
waldron now. Maybe the public library. Well,
yeah.
Miss of the time lapse, Miss Laura's might be a good one.
Isn't that already pointed west?
Yeah, I think so. Should be.
So let's see.
Ooh, it's actually looking downtown.
Oh,
probably for the Christmas parade.
That's not Miss Laura's though.
Yeah. What are you talking about? The public library?
Yeah, public library should be pointed
west. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah. What about Alma? Can't tell what it's looking at. I forget. What are the lights in the sky in the last shot? What are you talking about? Go back to the last camera. What's that? Public library?
I think so.
Oh, it's just like the city lights reflecting. There was a little bit of lightning just way back in the back, just above the trees. But it's just kind of the lights of the town reflecting off the clouds because they're so low. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of what we're watching.
Yep.
Still a good amount of instability with that southern part of the line.
Yeah, so yeah, Benton County, you're done. Washington County, about to be done.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled the severe storm warning.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Canceled it, or they're gonna let it expire and then not do anything.
Well,
they continued it. They canceled the one. They continued the other.
Yeah.
All right. 0.88 inch hail. 60 mile per hour winds. All right. Very nice. There is definitely some pretty heavy rain.
Oh yeah.
Lightning.
Let's look at the rainfall rates. Do we have that?
We don't have rainfall rates.
No. Thought we might have.
Yeah, not a rain rate. Just precipitation total, which there has been a good amount.
Fort Smith area, back to see some of this rain really start to pick up.
Oh, yeah, we have rain rate.
You got it?
No, don't go there yet. But
okay,
let me get it up first. Go in this. Oh, doesn't even pop anything up.
Thunder in Springdale.
Doesn't even do anything.
Yep, bro. I believe it.
Don't forget that. Doesn't even work.
Doesn't work?
No, just doesn't pop anything up at all.
Interesting.
Yeah,
well, Fort Smith is about to see some of this heavy rain pass through. So it's the River Valley's turn. But that line is holding together nicely, so they will definitely extend that severe storm warning.
Yeah. That's not gonna work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to fix that.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep. So live update 11:30 p.m. on this Tuesday. If you missed the 10 p.m. newscast, we were talking about a cool down midweek and then a warm up just in time for Christmas. So pretty active weather pattern shaping up.
Oh yeah. Nice. Those hail tracks. So we could take a look at the week of Christmas in a little bit.
Yeah, really not much hail right now. Winslow, yeah, we're getting some comments about some specific areas. So Winslow area, yeah, really not much lightning. There is some heavy rain with that line. We can see it there. Let's check out iDrive Arkansas because earlier there was a few accidents and a lot of hydroplaning potentially.
Yeah. Let me know when you have it pulled up and I'll ask about it. And then Dolly's asking about Morrilton out towards Conway. Not there yet, but it will be here in the next 2-ish hours.
There's some lighting on the Waldron camera.
Nice. Go ahead and pop that up. You can see it. Come on, lightning. Let's see it. Nope. So there are still accidents on I-49?
Just one, but it seems to be traffic. Yeah. Seems to be flowing smoothly.
Yeah, drive safe. You're going out for a midnight drive. Got to be careful. It's pouring down rain. Some pretty heavy rain.
But the good news is by rush hour tomorrow, all this rain will be out of here.
Yeah. But again, Brett Winslow, in the clear, good night. You should be pretty good. Should be all right. Let's see if there's any comments we didn't get to. Got to Daniels about the lights. Got to Wyatt's about Benton County being good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about what's coming up next week.
Yeah, the week of Christmas, the big week. People might be wondering, will there be snow? Will there be storms? Mm-hmm. Now, Northwest Arkansas has had its fair share of types of weather on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We've had, I think, a pretty big flooding event back in 2015.
Mm-hmm. There's a big snowfall in 2012. Christmas in the River Valley. And then the Christmas Eve 2009. Yeah. But there's a good amount of energy coming in next Tuesday. And so what that's going to do is that's going to bring in some rain and storms come next week. So right around Christmas Eve, that's when we're expecting that next best chance of rain. When you agree, Zach, and I'll show you this energy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but keep in mind, this is over a week out, so things will be changing.
This is right out a week.
Yeah. Christmas Day, Tuesday. That's crazy. Christmas Eve.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Some energy, a good amount of spin in the atmosphere. You can see some stronger bits that'll be coming through. So good amount of spin in the atmosphere. This will come through Tuesday into Wednesday, Christmas Eve night. So Santa's probably going to need Rudolph.
Yeah, a little bit of rain.
Mm-hmm. We can take a look at the future track too. So here's the future track. Monday, some clouds, maybe some isolated showers possible. And then Tuesday, that's when we're expecting some, widespread stratiform rain possible. And that's going to be moving out by afternoon on Christmas Day. Yep. So pretty nice and mild. That's kind of expected when you talk about a La Nina. You get some pretty mild temperatures with a La Nina. So you're typically going to be milder and likely drier too. More so across the entire winter when you talk about December through February. And a La Nina, is just an INSO pattern. It's coupled with El Nino. It's talking about the warming and the cooling of the waters just off the coast of South America, and how far those cold waters stretch out to and how cold they get kind of dictates, I believe it's the Hadley cell, right?
Yeah, we have a graphic showing this, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can pop that up. So you guys, a little bit of a visual aspect. But again, we're on this Facebook Live because there are some storms out there, believe it or not. So people are asking, here's Jimmy's comment right here. Why are we getting storms when it's 50 degrees? Well, there is some forcing. We had this cold front moving through, so that's the trigger mechanism for those storms. And there is a decent amount of moisture in the atmosphere, and we have a little bit of instability. So we have a little bit of the ingredients. We have a trigger mechanism, but we're not getting any big, robust storms or a severe storm. Really, we have a few severe storms, but the severe storm threat is pretty minor because the ingredients are pretty, not a whole lot of the ingredients. We have some of the ingredients, but not in big quantities. So again, we do have storms, but the coverage is pretty small.
Yeah. I'll run through this La Nina explainer real quick.
Yeah.
You want me to run through it?
Yeah, let's go to weather one.
And the stream deck there.
There it is.
So La Nina, it's when you get cooler temperatures at the near the equator, just off the coast of South America, and this has to do with ocean currents and ocean circulations, as well as what we call, there's the Ferrel cell and the Hadley cell. These are kind of overarching movements of the air, kind of big picture items about the movement of the air and the surface water. So those two kind of things bring colder water to the surface in the Pacific Ocean. And what that does to our weather is it kind of affects the jet stream a little bit because of that big time movement, that big picture air movement. It affects a little bit of the smaller scale, which is still the jet stream, which is pretty big scale. So it definitely kind of shifts the jet stream. That polar jet stream pushes it further south. And so with that, we get a little bit more activity, or at least we have the potential to. But it also means that warm air is able to creep in there quite a few times. So we're kind of neutral for the most part on if we are wetter than normal or drier than normal and warmer than normal or colder than normal. So for the most part, I've done a lot of research on La Ninas and weak La Ninas over winter in Northwest Arkansas in the River Valley. And you can actually see that on my 2024-2025 winter weather outlook. And I'll show a graphic here in just a second that kind of ties to that. But going to be pretty normal, pretty neutral. We'll have some milder days. We'll have some cooler days. Like, we're going to get right to seasonable temperatures here in the next little bit. Brendan has a great question. Will after Christmas be a tornado outbreak? So I'll show you what you might be seeing on social media as far as a big time system coming after Christmas. So this is the European model. This is, again, the spin in the atmosphere. Here is what's coming according to the model. So there's Christmas Eve. I almost said New Year's Eve. But you see off the coast of San Francisco that big time low or upper level low or upper level trough. Models are showing that swinging through and turning negative. Negative is when it's oriented like it's pointed towards Vancouver down to Houston. It's pointed towards here. It's backwards. It's pointed like this. That's negative tilt. And what that can do is that can increase dramatically your upper level support, your divergence, thus increasing your lower level convergence, meaning more convection or more thunderstorms. So that's what a lot of people are looking at just after Christmas. What a time that would be. A lot of people on vacation.
Yeah,
it'd be me and Josh holding it down, I think. Or no, Josh would be can't remember who it's going to be. There's only going to be 2 Mets here for that if that does come to fruition. So that's kind of what a lot of people are locking eyes on, kind of looking out for.
But that's 10 days out.
It's 10 days out. A lot's going to change. We know things change. It'll always pull stuff out, put it back in, move it up, down, left, right.
So that's the reason why we haven't been stressing, storm potential right after Christmas, because we know that this will change. But we've been saying that the weather pattern looks to be getting a bit more active the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Because that's what the general pattern looks like. We had that warming trend. We had this active jet stream. We had these swings of energy coming through. And if that happens, that looks like a pretty intense system coming in.
Yep. And that would be the case, and kind of the reason this system moves out of here so fast, this one coming in Christmas Eve, is because of this big system afterwards. So what's probably going to happen, assuming this thing comes to fruition, is after the first system, there's going to be a nice warming trend because we're going to be a little bit of a ridge.
Yeah.
Heading into, the 26th. And that system coming through overnight on the 26th, that could get a little messy. But again, 10 days out, negatively tilted trough, lot will change. So, we're keeping our eye on it. It's not like we're just completely ignoring it, not even seeing it. Yeah. We're seeing it, not hype casting. No hype.
Show the GFS.
All right.
We'll see how that differs. Interested to see.
But yeah, don't want to hype.
Very, very latest.
I'll show the Europe. You mean the future track? Or the actual?
I was just
spinning the atmosphere.
I meant the spinning the atmosphere. But yeah, we can show the future track.
Yeah, I'll show the spin first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get that up. Yeah, so that was the European model, usually the more accurate model, but this is the GFS model, which can be pretty good.
Get that out of here.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a old pop-up icon on there, but yeah, Kendra, I see that. Yeah, negatively tilted trough is GFS.
This is the short range GFS.
Oh,
trash one.
Yeah,
this probably has that high on it too.
Yeah, so that severe storm warning just got expired west of the floor.
Right. Here we go. We're playing around now. All right, here's the system. See how it has a lot more energy, but fairly weak spin generally. So, it has a lot more energy heading into Christmas Eve. Big time trough, a lot deeper, a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
And look at the trough off the coast of San Francisco. That's the one a lot of people on social media are eyeballing. It's way further north.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. And that's kind of what I noticed. Oh, I thought the camera was going to move. Both of us. That's kind of what I noticed last year is that during the wintertime, the European model pushes systems way too far south. I think it's having a problem with cold air masses.
Yeah.
Like really cold air masses. I think it's overdoing it and making it too cold. So as far as this model, both models are putting out a system on the 26th into the 27th, bringing rain and storms. Don't deny that. But things will change, and the track will likely shift a little bit north or a little bit south compared to the ensembles. And that's a good thing to look at is the ensembles, which we don't have on our weather graphic system. They don't make it ensembles.
Yeah.
Of 500 millibar heights. So I can show you the future track, what to expect. Kind of already went through it, I guess, but we'll show you again. So there's Tuesday, some rain, maybe a little bit of storms. And then beyond that, there's that
that's like a pretty
26th and then
line.
27th. Yeah, probably would be.
But I would rather have that on the 27th than on the 25th.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially a lot of people with Christmas plans, like dinners, whatnot. And now we'll look at the GFS. So, whoa. Lagging. All right. So there's Christmas Eve. Showing a little bit earlier during the day. Christmas Day, dry. And then the 26th, dry. Don't even have that system until maybe the night of the 27th. So,
I think I already passed through. I think that's it up north.
Yeah. That would be it because it had the energy a little bit further north.
Yeah, and the GFS is usually a little bit quicker than the European model too. And yeah, I see Brandon's question. I see you're saying it could go either way. Well, not really, because I mean this is 10 days out, so these models could be completely different 3 days from now.
Yeah, when you go beyond 10 days, you are statistically, like if you were to pick a scenario 50-50, you have a less chance of, like, you have a completely random chance, basically. Like, it's what we call la la land with the models. Anything beyond 10 days, la la land, meaning, a monkey could have a better shot than 50%. Like,
yeah, because if you get an error, and when I say error, I mean one of the variables in the model is miscalculating what's actually happening. If that happens on hour 20, hour 100, that error will just be compounded. So that's why the further you go out, the less accurate that model is.
Yeah. Dude, and there's actually a great way to show that. So we will be going to weather 2, but there's a great way to show that.
While we're doing that, you can show your Waldron camera. See some lightning.
Yeah, give out a lightning.
But will it happen?
They dropped one of those severe storms, right?
Yeah. So we still have one severe storm. There's some lightning. And that's lightning from.
All right. Let's go to weather 2 so I can show this.
A severe storm. Just one severe storm through midnight. So 13 more minutes on this storm.
Weather 2 is ready.
And that lightning seems to be kind of decreasing in coverage too. But here's what Peyton was talking about.
All right. So this is 500 millibar height ensembles. So this is the level where we look for upper level troughs and ridges. This is an ensemble. So each color is a different member of the GFS, and black is the mean of the models. So as I will step forward in here, going further out in time, meaning out however many hours from the model, like this is 12 hours out from the model, from the initial run. As you go further out in time, see how they get more and more widespread? And I'll show you towards the end, it's almost impossible. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, for real. Wow. Like, this is why you just can't, this is why you can't just take the bait. That's hype casting. Can't take the bait.
Can you untangle all those lines?
Oh, yeah, I can untangle them.
Yeah.
So we'll go back in time.
Yeah.
Go back in time, they'll untangle.
Yeah, so moral of the story is the closer you are to the current time, the more accurate the model.
Look at that. That's 10 days out. So this is 12 hours out. Well, actually, that's 12 hours out.
Why is it so bad?
And that's 10 days out.
Wait, go back to that. It gets super off in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. There's less observations.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But see, this is the point here I'm trying to make.
Barry, do you want to maybe explain what that is one more time?
Right.
See some questions on there.
So what that is hit S, because he programmed it to make it A and S to go forward and backward. I don't know why he did that. My buddy Sam made this. So this is 500 millibar heights. So this is kind of used to look at the troughs and ridges in the atmosphere at the upper levels, kind of show where some spin is. I mean, I showed you the spin in the atmosphere, the vorticity. This is kind of playing into that. It's kind of the same thing. 500 millibar heights. That's where we look for weather systems. And each different color is a different member of what's called the GFS ensemble, also known as the GEFS. So GEFS. This is the ensemble of the GFS. So this is like you take the GFS, take the equations and tweak it by a little bit, and take another one, tweak it by a little bit. You get all those different members, like 50 members, let them run out in time, and this is what you get. You get a ton of different answers, especially if you go 10 days out.
Good.
Yeah. So that's what Zach was saying, like the error compounds over and over. So what changes now will lead to a big change down the road, like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, so again, like these lines with the 500 millibar heights, people might be wondering, what does that even mean? So it's the level in the atmosphere that the 500 millibars, so millibars pressure, so that's aloft. So we're looking at the upper atmosphere, and 500 millibars is good because it's a good judgment on storm motion of like the big synoptic scale systems, and more dense the atmosphere is, the lower that height will be. So that's why we look at 540 line for snow.
Yes.
So if the 500 millibar layer is less than 540 decameters, then we can see some snow potential. So
500 millibars is great for weather systems. So I hope that answers the. This is why we don't hype cast. This is why you can't say, "Oh, deterministic model." That's exactly what's happening at this time.
Yeah.
Because that's going to change every single day. Then you're going to be confused day to day on our forecast. So we kind of take what the deterministic outlook is, what you see in the weather graphics, take it with a grain of salt, because things will likely change day to day.
And I love the ensembles for, especially, like, let's just say we're saying, some of the models show some rain 5 days out. The best thing to do to forecast is to look at the ensembles and see what each member is doing. And if it's kind of 50-50, your confidence really isn't very high. But if you got all the members showing rain 3 days out, that's when we put the 80% chance of rain.
Yeah.
But if it's 50-50, then we put 40% chance of rain. So
as far as any severe stuff, I know Tracy is asking, she just hopped on, is there any severe stuff? Well, right now, there is a severe thunderstorm heading into LaFleur County. Right now, there's a special weather statement for it out ahead of it, actually. But it's got a little bit of hail with it, and just a little bit. Hail's actually decreased a little bit in size. It's pretty gusty winds for sure. Take a look at base velocity. I mean, we're talking wind gust 40, 45, maybe up to 50 miles an hour as it looks right now. But, this is about it as far as severe weather. However, there's still some rain and thunderstorms in northwest Arkansas, and up to I-40, and then south is the now dropped severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, so now there really is no severe weather. So that definitely answered the question right there. They must have been on the stream.
Gone.
The National Weather Service was listening.
Yeah, so I guess these storms just gusted out.
Yep.
Yeah, that cool air got out ahead of the storms and kind of just choked them off.
Mm-hmm.
And that line definitely seems to be on the weakening trend.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens with the next big system. I think that could be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
If that does come to fruition, could be a little crazy, huh?
Yeah, for sure. And the key is, will the instability make it back in time?
Yeah.
Because we had that little system that comes in ahead of it, and that could, get all the moisture, push it down south.
Oh yeah.
But we need to get that return flow. So remember, it was a couple weeks ago when we had that big severe storm threat. We had a couple of days of record breaking highs with that return flow. Yeah, but right now, lightning definitely going down for us. 11:53 p.m. That's what time it is for us. I'm not sure if you're maybe a little bit behind on the live stream. Sometimes that can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you're just hopping on, no severe storms as of right now. We just had a couple, and we're just hopping on because there is some torrential rain falling. There is some lightning. People might have been woken up by these storms. And just want to let you know what's going on, and that's the radar. Heil Heat and Cooling Mega Doppler showing those storms again. Northwest Arkansas, Benton County, Carroll County, done. Storms are over. Washington County, done. Madison County, still seeing a little bit of storm activity, so just zooming in. So the Kingston area, Weather, St. Paul, some pretty heavy rain.
Yeah, definitely some heavy rain.
So with this line, I think the main things are downpours, some lightning, but really no hail.
No, severe weather threats just going to go down overnight.
Yeah, and we can see like there's some mess popping up out ahead of this line.
Yep.
In the LaFleur County. Let's look at the wind particles. Let's get an idea on maybe some some air gusting out of these storms and see if you can see any kind of boundaries popping up. Like that. So there's the cold front.
Mm-hmm.
McAllister, Fort Smith line. I wonder how quick this dry air is moving in. We should look at the dew points, see how quick the dry air is moving in.
Yeah, totally can.
But there's that front. Winds aren't crazy strong yet behind the front, but they will be picking up, especially around daybreak tomorrow. Dew points mid-50s.
Still lagging behind. You can see out. It's past Tulsa. That's about it.
Do that regional one, the regional dew point. Let's see about Kansas.
Yeah, they can see that front again. Maybe just slightly past Tulsa.
Yeah, I see Dodge City 20-degree dew point. That dry air, that's going to be moving into our area.
Yep. Let's see how cold it has changed up there. Oh, 23 degrees warmer compared to 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
This happens when you have warm air moving in.
Yeah, last night was pretty cold.
Mm-hmm.
I had my AC on the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the front is just past Tulsa. Yeah. When you say?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
But look at the difference in dew point between Coffeyville and Wichita. 15 degrees. Man. Hey, let us know if you have any questions. If you're awake because of these storms and want to know if you can go to bed, feel free to give us a shout. Or you can answer for yourself on your Weather Authority app.
Yeah. And if you don't have it,
now's a good time to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good because we'll give you updates when there's severe weather. We'll actually do daily updates and have a little detailed blurb on what the daily weather is. So you can just read it, click on it. We would really appreciate that. And then we have a little forecast that we do. It takes a little bit of time to actually put all that stuff together. And when there's lightning, it can update you. And even if you travel, let's just say you're on vacation somewhere, if there's storms moving in, it'll even tell you about lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be in the voice of Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff.
Yep. All right. All right. Brendan asks, so there's a chance that the system next week after Christmas could bring snow. As of right now, I do not think there is a chance of snow with the system at all.
Not for us. I mean, that system will probably bring snow for somebody
up north, like Iowa and north.
Yeah,
but for us, unlikely. Mahala, I wonder if I said that right. How concerning does the 24th through the 1st look? Well, I'll show you the temperatures.
Looks pretty different.
So, wow. Post Christmas into New Year's Eve, definitely warmer than normal.
The whole country looks warmer than normal.
Yeah.
Like that.
And then as far as precipitation, hey, wetter than normal. That's good.
So, warmer, more active.
Yeah. But a 6 to 10 day outlook, just about the same. So, looks like we'll be getting into a bit of an active pattern here. Now, will that bring any snow? Unlikely.
Nope.
We'll probably see snow by the time we get to second week into the middle of January.
Yeah, because, we're getting into this warming trend, but usually when we have a warmer trend, following that will be a cool down.
Yeah. So, warmer and cooler. So, hopefully that means no severe, but who knows? We'll see. Take it system by system.
I know. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about it. I remember when I was a kid, if the forecast called for rain on Christmas, I was so disappointed.
Yeah, you couldn't go out and ride your new bike.
It would really bring a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now that I'm older, it still bothers me.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, it would be like devastating. I remember one Christmas when it was foggy, and I remember going up to my uncle's house, and it was in the 50s. Yeah, the only good part was I remember me and my brother got a brand new football, and we were able to go outside and play, because it was pretty warm for that time of year. But I just hated the feeling of going up there in the fog, and it's like, no, I want some snow.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Especially in New England.
Yeah. Well, things still relatively quiet. One thing I might look at is Supercell composite.
Yeah. I looked at it earlier. It was like a 2.
Now it's all in the south, man.
South of us.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think these storms here are kind of winding down.
Yeah.
And
might be time to wrap it up.
We've been doing this for an hour. Is that production wrapping us?
Oh, yep. Wrap.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the questions. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to ask them, because we'll probably wind this down with the 7-day forecast. Because
the cue to go to 7-day forecast.
Yeah. They're wrapping us.
Wrap.
Being wraps.
That's good.
Oh. Yeah, Fort Smith, you're good. Just some downpours, some lightnings. I mean, for me, I kind of like that. A little bit of an ambient noise when you're trying to
soothing rain.
Yeah, especially weather. Oh, it depends where you are. But if you're in Fort Smith, yeah, you are good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's rain and storms.
Super loud in Alma.
No severe weather.
Speaking of Alma, that's Alma.
Yep, definitely raining.
Alma High School. About that. That's the high school. I think the turf is torn up.
What? It's not even pointing down at the field. That's P Ridge that they're getting their new football.
Oh, is it really?
Field. Yeah.
I knew it was one of those fields.
Yeah. Whoa, got some good lightning. You just missed that.
Oh,
nice and plasma colored.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Purple. Usually when you pop up the camera, the lightning never happens when you want it to.
Then you turn away and
then yeah. That's how it goes around here.
Yep.
Well,
but it might be a little bit of a noisy night, but hopefully you can get back to sleep or fall asleep.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late. Well, not really.
Good thing is you have nothing to worry about.
Nothing until Christmas.
Well,
no.
Unless you got in-laws coming into town, then you might have something to worry about.
I don't think that has to be a bad thing.
No,
I think
sometimes I don't know.
I don't know. What do I know?
What do I know? I'm not married.
Yeah, exactly. My brother is though.
Nice.
But yeah.
Let's close her on up with the 7-day.
7-day. Take it away.
Boom.
Wait a minute. Let's wrap. Let's have it wrapped up. Put that back in the box.
Got rid of it.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean, put it back.
It's still there.
No, get rid of it.
Oh, there it is.
Wrap it up. Look at that 7-day old, nice, wrapped in a perfect bow.
But make sure you save the wrapping paper.
No, you don't save the wrapping paper. Just recycle it.
But we're gonna have to use this tomorrow night too.
We'll save the bow.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a TikTok where his grandfather wraps all his grandkids' presents in aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil.
Yeah.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know it's more expensive than wrapping paper. 7-day, cool and dry stretch. You're really going to feel that difference in that air, especially Friday morning. You'll feel it Thursday, but Friday morning especially, high of 42. That was pretty much today's low.
Yeah.
31 was the low this morning?
Drake Field.
What?
That's what it said.
Meanwhile, it's 41 in the River Valley.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so nice cool and dry stretch. Then Christmas Eve gets a little bit active, unfortunately.
Christmas Eve on the board, and tomorrow, if you tune in, Christmas Day
will be on
the board.
But look at Saturday. See that snowflake? No, it's not snowing. Don't even think about it. But the winter solstice is at 3:21.
That's early.
Yep. So if you want to wake up when winter starts, you can go right ahead.
You might be wondering how a meteorologist celebrates the winter solstice.
And we don't do anything.
Not really.
Scrap it. It's another season.
Let's hit the gym.
Yeah, hit the gym. Brendan, yeah, dude, it's definitely wrapping paper is cheaper than aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Unless you get some like expensive, like
I think aluminum foil, you got a risk of a little paper cut or a foil cut. You know what I'm saying? Because you're tearing that off. You get a corner.
I think he's going for the minimal industrial look.
I'm not a fan. I'm sorry.
Well, I think that just about wraps us up here. So, hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll be in touch with any severe weather that comes our way.
Yeah. Until then, have a great night. Enjoy this rain coming down.
Yeah. We'll see you. Have a good one.